AI is forcing me to change how I make YouTube videos in 2026. You see, I've made my clients tens of millions of dollars with YouTube, and I've personally done over $300,000 in a year with my tiny YouTube channel. And most of that success has come from one simple strategy.
Give more value.
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 But that doesn't work anymore. Ed Lawrence recently made a video about how there was a decline in Google search trend for topics like how to lose weight, and that people are turning to tools like ChatGPT or Claude in order to answer those questions that they would normally watch YouTube videos for. And that's causing a bunch of educational channels to see a huge decline in views, and my channel has not been any exception. And yes, that is true for educational topics that are super duper broad. But to win in 2026 and beyond, you have to ask yourself, what topics do people still not trust AI with? I'll tell you what I don't trust AI with: my chocolate chip cookie recipe. I still prefer to watch a YouTube video on how to make a chocolate chip cookie because I can visually see the end result of what the chocolate chip cookie should look like. And I know that, hey, if it looks visually good and I eat the chocolate chip cookie, I won't actually be wasting my calories. And if it goes wrong, I have somewhere to put a hate comment on. Just joking. Or I also don't trust ChatGPT on advice on what a good thumbnail looks like, because ChatGPT still, even though it's gotten so much better over the past year, doesn't have specific knowledge on what a good thumbnail looks like, and it cannot visually, see the elements of a certain image. Like, yes, it can break an image down into certain pieces of text, but it will miss out certain nuances even when it breaks it down into text form. Like, yes, I'm gonna get AI to help me write my emails, and yes, I'm gonna get AI to answer basic questions on how to change my tire, but I'm not gonna go to AI to answer questions on specific questions that I have that requires specific knowledge. And what I'm trying to say is that there is a category of information that has been winning in the past year that I believe will continue to win, and that is learned insight. Let me give you an example of learned insight. Now, the reason that I don't go to ChatGPT for a chocolate chip recipe is because the chef who posts a video on how to make a chocolate chip cookie probably has made that recipe over 100 times and has decided to document it after refining it over 100 times and posting it as a YouTube video. Plus, on YouTube, there's a certain quality signal where the number of views, if a chocolate chip recipe has 1,000 views, you probably know that, hey, it's probably not that good of a recipe. But if the recipe has over 5 million views, then more than likely that recipe is probably yum yum delicious, and I'm gonna go ahead and make it. So there's a certain quality signal that YouTube has based on the views, plus I know, like, and trust the creator, and therefore I'm more likely to make that chocolate chip recipe and put my calories in his hands. Simply said, the recipe was made through learned insight. Similar to the thumbnail example, I am going to learn specific thumbnail expertise from a YouTube expert or a thumbnail expert, because this person has the learned insight of posting all of these different videos after creating the thumbnails for them, and he knows exactly what gets the click and what doesn't get the click, right? Assuming he has all of this learned insight and proof, I'm more likely to trust him. So the strategy that I'm doubling down on in 2026 is doubling down on my learned insight. So it is exactly what I learned from working with clients, from running a YouTube software company, and everything that comes with that. And then documenting those learnings in the form of a talking head video on YouTube, either packaged more nicely or in a little bit of a more raw form, so that you guys can, get the actual learned insight rather than just some generic ChatGPT stuff. And out of this learned insight, there are 3 specific video formats that I'm personally going to be continue making in 2026 that you can go ahead, take and copy for your educational channel. Now, the first format is live breakdowns, right? I've done multiple live breakdowns on this specific channel, and yes, they don't necessarily get the most number of views, but I think it creates the most number of interested viewers in me, because they can see a lot of my thought process when it comes to either writing a script live or critiquing a certain channel and exactly what I would change about the channel. And really, me breaking down my thought process live is a super duper simple way of me just getting in front of the camera, getting on my laptop, having a script that's already written, or having a YouTube channel that is ready to critique, and I can just get into a flow state of telling you, hey, this is what's wrong with this, and then I can go ahead and write the script, edit the script, and then I can post it as a YouTube video. These live breakdowns work so well on so many different channels. I'm going to pull up a couple examples over here because it demonstrates expertise. Me writing a script live is impossible for someone to replicate if they have no experience writing scripts for all of these big YouTube channels, right? And it gives people an insight into my brain and exactly how I think, so that when people look at that, that and they have a business and they want to learn specifically how to make banger content like Brian does for his clients and Brian does for himself, then they're going to go ahead and watch more of my videos and eventually book a call and decide to work with me. Format number 2 that I'm doubling down on is long form insight. So one of the best performers on this channel are these full-length YouTube scriptwriting courses. And the reason that they work so well is because when I'm presenting these full long-form courses, and I think like a lot of people, when you have more time to explain a certain topic, you go much more in-depth into your specific knowledge and your specific learned insight, right? A big trap that people fall into whenever they're creating these full long-form courses is that they'll just, give value and give information and not give any insight. But during these long form videos, I can go a lot more in depth into the specific story about how I learned something, right? Storytelling is a great way to differentiate in an age of AI. Also, having a place with all of the curated information about a certain topic, rather than someone having to prompt ChatGPT multiple times in order to get an answer, is a really good way of curating a lot of the information and a lot of the learned insight into a specific video, right? So once again, these long form insights, right? These like 40-minute, 60-minute, an hour, 30-minute videos is something that people cannot go to ChatGPT to prompt and get the answer because this is all specific information, or because the YouTube video curates a lot of the content and save the viewer a bunch of time from using all of these other AI tools. So long form pieces of content, going into the 20-minute, 40-minute range where I deep dive into a certain topic, whether it be thumbnails or it be open loops, rather than just talking about, what the latest trending thing is something that I'm gonna really double down on. Now, the third format that I'm doubling down on in 2026 is documented commentary. So what AI cannot replace is your personality and your specific journey. So on this specific channel, I want to do a little bit more sharing of exactly what are different trials and tribulations that I'm going through, what is happening inside of my businesses when I'm deciding to grow them with YouTube, what are the metrics that I'm seeing work, what I'm seeing not work. And that way, that is also a form of insight, right? When I actually decide to, work on the thing, analyzing my own retention graphs, analyzing my own AVD, analyzing my specific business metrics that I use to measure the performance of the script, of the performance of the idea, then once again, that's a super simple way of me to communicate exactly what I'm working on so that you guys know that, hey, Brian is documenting a lot of these learnings, and for someone who is probably, one step behind or 2 steps behind, can probably learn a thing or two from all of this specific information that I'm providing. And this idea has actually been validated because back in October and November, I did this series where I did a monthly breakdown of my YouTube channel, what's actually working, what's not working, what are the different stats behind it. And if you want insight into that, you can click the link in the description to sign up to my email list. And I email consistently about all of the different YouTube learnings that I have. And that is documented outside of the YouTube platform, and something that I want to do a little bit more of in 2026 on this channel, because I think documenting publicly exactly what the failures are, exactly what I'm working on, what's working, what's not working from an AVD, from a script writing, from a YouTube perspective is a lot more insightful than just talking about, what are the 6 YouTube script writing mistakes that you're making. So hopefully that sparks some ideas on what you can do with your YouTube channel in an age of AI in 2026. And if you want to fully understand the state of YouTube in an age of AI, I made this video talking about how AI is completely changing YouTube. Click this video over here and I'll see you in the next one.